I'm going to be telling you 5 lies that men tell women. This is really important to know because you can then identify if he is actually being sincere with you or if he's simply lying. Hi ladies, my name is Yeva Berisheite. I am one of Gresh's high value women coaches, and today I'm going to be telling you 5 lies that men tell women. But before we get into today's juicy video, don't forget to take the self-awareness test to find out if you're a woman of high value or if you're a woman of low value, and you can find that self-awareness test in the description section down below. Also, ladies, if you haven't noticed, I am wearing the Chase Goals Not Drama t-shirt in white. I also have a hoodie. I am obsessed. I absolutely love the styles that she has and the colors. And if you want to get your hands on a t-shirt or a hoodie, then make sure you click on the link in the description section below to, get your hands on one of these. Lie number 1 that men say to women is, let's go back to my place and watch a movie and chill. The truth is very simple. If he is saying this to you, he basically wants to sleep with you. If you, however, want to be in a happy long-term relationship with a guy, make sure you wait until you do sleep with him. Don't do things like invite him back to your house or go to his house after, because he might still have very different goals to yours, right? Especially obviously in the starting stages of dating. When you give yourself time, and hopefully a couple of months, he will see behind the physical attraction and actually notice that you guys fit well together. Obviously, this will also give you time to see if he's the right guy for you, and it will give you time to get to know him better. So the next time you hear a guy say, let's go back to my place and watch a movie and chill, you'll know exactly what he means by that. Lie number 2 is that he doesn't call you his girlfriend. So let me break this down because it is very important. Let's say he's having a hard time making you his girlfriend or calling you his girlfriend when you're around other people. Have you been dating for a while and is he not calling you his girlfriend or making things official? Now again, when is it the right time to be a girlfriend-boyfriend kind of couple? This comes down to every single couple individually. For some, it's a little bit faster. For some, it's a little bit slower. But if you see that everything's going well and you guys are having a wonderful time and you should already be girlfriend and boyfriend, but he is not making it official and he's not calling you his girlfriend, even though you've been dating for ages and you only date each other, then it's not a very good sign. And the reason being is, if a man is really into a woman, he will want to make her his girlfriend. He would be proud to call her his girlfriend, right? And mind you, men know exactly what they are doing. And the way that I see it is, since a man knows exactly what he's doing and he's not taking the step to make it official, even though it should be, since you've been dating for such a long time, then to me it means that he does not want to commit. So if he ever says something like, labeling is not important to me, or calling you my girlfriend is not important to me, then I wouldn't believe that, okay? Because it should be important to him, okay? It should be. So also watch out for that lie because it does happen often. Lie number 3 is when he says, I'm gonna leave her for you. If you're dating or seeing a man who is married or is basically just taken and you are that mistress, then get out of that situation. Whatever you do, do not get involved in anything like that. And if you are in this type of situation and he says, I'm gonna leave her for you, well, it's definitely not something that you should be setting your heart on, and it's definitely not something that you should be believing. There are a lot of games and lies going on here, especially in this type of situation. And there is no way and not a single reason why a woman should believe a man who is taken or especially married that he will leave his wife for you. You're not doing yourself any good by being in this type of situation. The truth is, he cheated on his wife, let's say, with you or whoever is in that situation, right? There is nothing holding him back from cheating on you later on with someone else. And if a relationship is built on a lie, especially a lie this big, it's not good and you should definitely remove yourself from the situation. So if he is saying that he will leave his wife for you, then get yourself out of it. Do yourself that favor and leave him and leave the situation. If you like this video so far, make sure that you subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button below. Also click the bell button to be notified whenever Greta uploads a brand new video. Lie number 4 is when he says he loves you, but his words do not match his actions. Notice when he says that he actually loves you. Does he say he loves you when it's the evening time, you guys are gonna go to bed? So is he saying he loves you to get your cookie, or is he saying he loves you because he genuinely means it? Ask yourself, how does he treat me? Can I see that he loves me through the actions that he takes? Or is it just a way that he uses to charm me? Does he, for example, show you that he cares by calling you his girlfriend in public? Does he hold your hand and introduce you to his friends when they are around? Maybe he's already calling you his family, or buying you gifts, or maybe even saving up to get you something special. Is he paying for you? And is he really building that connection with you? And does he listen to you when you do speak? Make sure to check if his words match up to his actions. This is extremely important because it's the actions that we should be looking at and not being charmed by the words. Again, also remember that it does not come down to the gifts, right? Because every single man does show his love in a little bit of a different way, right? Some men are more romantic, some men are not. And it's a little bit different for every man. But how does he show that he cares for you? How does he give you his attention? What is your guys' connection to one another? This is important to note. So ask yourself, how does he show me that he loves me? Does he show me it at all? You should be treated well or very well in a relationship. But remember, you also have to treat yourself well too. If you, for example, have really high standards, but you are not high value yourself, then it doesn't really match up, okay? So it's important to develop within yourself, for example, through the high value journey, then you can automatically level up your standards because you're leveling up yourself. If he tells you that he loves you and he takes the action to show you that, and it's just not words of charming, it's actually heartfelt love, and you can see it through his actions in one way or another, then it is the real thing. If he tells you he loves you just to get you into bed, then he's not genuine. And especially if his actions don't match up to his words, it might mean that he's only interested in the one thing, which is your cookie. Lie number 5 is I'm busy. Does he go silent or just suddenly out of nowhere start saying I'm busy? Let's say that you guys have been seeing each other very often and you have slept together a multiple amount of times through seeing each other. You didn't wait a couple of months to get past the physical attraction stage. You just kind of gave your cookie away pretty soon. Because of this, he might start texting you way less and giving you less attention. Has he started to ask you out really rarely, like maybe spontaneously meet up every 2 weeks or so? If a man very often starts saying, I'm busy, and just really doesn't have the time to spend with you, then it means that you are not his priority. It also means that he's just not that into you, and when you recognize that, do not let him string you along. Of course, a man, just like a woman, can be busy. Of course, everyone is busy. However, when you notice a constant pattern of him saying, oh, I'm busy then, oh, we'll just meet up a different time. And then he just spontaneously calls you up in the hopes that you'll jump for him. And if you don't, and he'll just be saying, I'm busy, I can't really see you right now, blah, blah, blah. And he's just constantly busy. It's not a good sign at all. Of course, everyone is busy, right? But if you constantly see that he is not meeting up with you, and the reason is that he's busy, it's not a good sign. Every now and again, people can really say, I'm sorry, I'm busy on that day, but what about a different day, right? But if you constantly see that he's just not making the effort and he's saying that he's busy, it's definitely not a good sign. So be aware of this, and if this is happening to you, do not let him string you along. If you like this video so far, make sure that you give me a thumbs up and let me know what tip you like the most so far in the description section below. If you haven't already, then make sure that you join Greta's High Value Women's School to learn how to bring out the best in your man. It's an awesome free group, and if you haven't already, then make sure that you join this group, and you can find the link to it in the description section below. And if you want to know how to stay attractive via text, what games men play on women, or how to control your emotions, how to get your ex back, or how to love yourself. Or maybe you have a hobby that you want to make into a side business. Greta has all these videos and more for sale on her website. You can find the link to that in the description section as well. If you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, Greta, or any other member of her team, then make sure to book a one-on-one coaching on gretaberishete.com. You can also find the link to her website in the description section below. Also, make sure to follow Greta on her Instagram, Ladies Relationship Coach, to get awesome content there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye!